Hey guys.
Stay tuned.
Give me that back. Red 91 007 here. With several other people, obviously.
My name's still notable.
He is some guy, something like billowing something, I don't know, something starts with a T. I'm a cousin. Yeah, and we are doing a review on Tangiers Lucid. It's like that one breakfast cereal. This is the first time I've ever smoked Lucid along with everyone else. And yeah, so I didn't really know how to pack it or anything. I just packed it pretty much the way I pack my Noir. A little less dense, and it's smoking fine. I'm on the second round of Coles. That's this one, by the way. In the Beast here, we have some King Kong going on, which we'll probably review after. Anyway, second round of Coles. It's been on for about 15 minutes, so we've been smoking for a bit over an hour now, and it's smoking pretty well.
We moved the Coles.
Oh, did it need to be moved?
Smoke is a bit thinner than it was earlier.
Anyway, so I'll let you start off the smell while I adjust these Coles. What do you think?
It's very fruity. I get a lot of citrus, and I even get a bit of like a cracker kind of smell.
Yeah. So it's supposed to be, from what I've heard, to taste like Fruit Loops or Tricks. But it definitely has a very strong citrus smell to it.
It's coming out a lot, kind of like an orangey, citrusy flavor to it.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the overwhelming thing I'm getting. I'm getting a few other subtle flavors, but that's the most predominant smell.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely heavy on the orange.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Which is probably the best fruit flavor. So.
Yeah. I don't. If I didn't know what it was, I would just say it's a citrus. I wouldn't even go straight to orange. I would just say it's a very citrusy flavor. But now that I know it's like that one breakfast cereal, I'm inclined to think about that and taste it that way. We'll get into the taste in a second. Just it's smoking pretty well. I'll show you some more clouds.
Hint of lemon in there too.
Nice thick Tangiers clouds. Not as thick as they were before, but the bowl is dying down a little bit. Like I said, we've been smoking for probably like an hour and 15 minutes. Out of a Crown Micro, there's maybe 10 grams at most in there. Not a good one.
Okay.
So yeah, flavor. Guess I'll keep this one off. It's pretty much identical to the smell. Very, very heavy on the orange. It reminds me a lot of the orange from orange soda. Actually, I might not even be able to tell them apart, to be honest. If someone said I was smoking orange soda and they packed this up, I might not know any different. It's a little bit less rough. The orange soda has that a little bit of roughness in your throat. It's a good flavor. To me, it doesn't taste like a breakfast cereal. It tastes like a citrus flavor. Who's next?
I'm waiting for those.
It's,
yeah, I agree. I mean, it's I wouldn't really say it tastes like a breakfast cereal, but it is a good orange flavor, and I'm not a. Maybe I'll save my breakdown for the ratings after, but orange.
On a side note, this King Kong is very good.
Yeah.
That's, we just started this first time I tried it.
Easy.
We'll review it after.
There you go.
It's good. Going on a tangent.
Yeah.
It's very, very similar to the Orange Crush. I think I would be able to tell them apart just from the little bit of harshness and kind of like the more candy-ish flavor that you get from the orange soda. But I'm really not getting the Fruit Loop taste out of it. It's just primarily the orange taste that I'm getting out of it.
Okay. So did everyone go? Lost track. No.
I get a little bit more than orange. I get a few of the other fruits, but they're really, really, really subtle. Kind of like in the background, but orange is the predominant flavor in there.
Okay, so now we've all gone. But before we go into ratings, usually I talk about the inhale, the exhale. It's a very, very standard, straightforward flavor. Don't get too much on the inhale, just a little bit of that sweetness. And the exhale, the citrus notes come through. So yeah, ratings.
I would have to say 7 based on the fact that it's still a good flavor, but it's not what it's marketed as, to be honest. I expected a little more from it. We've watched a ton of reviews for this. We've been wanting it for a while, but it's not good for what it's supposed to be. It's a good orange flavor.
Yeah, I guess I'll go. I also would give this a 7 on 10. Based on the fact it's Lucid, I prefer Noir. Apparently this does come in Noir now. For those of you who are confusing this, it's like that other breakfast cereal, which is a Cook flavor. Kook. I don't even know how to pronounce that. We haven't tried any yet, and that apparently is similar but has more cherry notes to it. This is the one that's more citrusy. So yeah, 7 on 10. Because I don't really get the breakfast cereal taste. If this was labeled as like a citrus something, blah blah blah, even orange soda, I would think it's very good. But I do enjoy it. I'll smoke it again for sure. I just have a little sample I got from my own Cartel, which is what we're smoking now. Yeah, 7 on 10.
I'm gonna give it a 6, only because I mean it's smoking great, but I'm not a big fan of orange flavors, and although I do get a little bit of the other fruit notes, I don't really like Trix or Fruit Loops as a cereal also.
I love
Oh,
those.
come on.
Yeah.
So it's gonna have to be a 6 for me.
Okay.
I agree with what my cousin said.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, probably, around a 6 on 10 as a breakfast cereal flavor, but as an orange flavor, I give it 8.5. I think this is a really good orange flavor.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll average his out.
Oh, it's just whatever. You
Let's
guys
give
get
it
the
a-
point.
yeah.
You guys get the
Whatever.
idea. It's good. If you're expecting it to taste exactly like Fruit Loops or Trix, like I was, I think you were too. You're not gonna get that, at least in this batch. So, seriously. Anyway, yeah, but it is a good flavor. I know it's one of the more popular Lucid flavors, so if you do want to get Lucid, you could try this out. Did you figure it out? What's the overall score?
Close to a 7, but not quite. 6.5, 6.75.
We got a little math genius over there. So
Yeah, I guarantee it's wrong.
2 6s and 2 7s.
I give this review a 3 out of 10.
Easy.
yeah, this review is pretty bad.
I
agree with that,
apologize on everyone's behalf here.
I forgot to say it at the beginning. Check out hookahpro.com, your ultimate source for all things hookah. Of course.
Stay tuned.